us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
It's Hampton on 2nd. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Go. Ready.
On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Into the hands of Gansett. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Hampton hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Kyler starting off with the throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down. Murray from the pistol. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Running a screen now for Jones. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Flushed out of the pocket. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up third down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hampton gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers pull at it for a further 13-zip.
Okay, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers right now to an early 14-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. Play action now, Murray. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Derwin James on the cover.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First down, Cardinals.
In motion, a tight end left. Now Murray on the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Second and 10 now. Murray to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Arizona.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We're back to SoFi right after this. About to begin the second here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. Benson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start to fight back for their first points of this game. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cardinals 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Back to Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He rolls to his right. Moving right, aims it out down. They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 13-point lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going play action. It's Murray. Looking underneath here. Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, Murray. And this one is launched downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cardinals 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Spins out of one side. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Ooh, and quick there, and they bring him to the toes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 14-yard line.
And goes to the hurry up here. Now an inside give to Hampton. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Go, let's go. Black, black. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Let's go.
Herbert now, blitz coming. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Big game downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Running it with Hampton. Rob front, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Again, it's Hampton. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Chargers 28, Cardinals 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. And going play action. He's trying to go deep again. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Hauled in again, it's McBride. Get in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a one-score game before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cardinals 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting at the 10. Oh, what a hit! Starts the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. And off to Benson to start the drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. They won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Murray looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
First down now, ball at the 33. Hampton now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Herbert back to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now run with Hampton. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Gain of 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, trusted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
Dicker all
Chargers.
lined up and ready to boot it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. third down. It is Cup left side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Back to the air, Murray. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Over left side with Hampton. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46.
Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert now. Escapes the pocket. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
3rd and long for him here. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's tackled for no gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Hey, cap. Lion. Hey, ram. Hey.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Play action now. Murray. They left him wide open. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close ball there. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They kick the running back in motion. Slot man's in motion right. Murray here on 1st down. As the open man downfield. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So Kyler and the Cardinals looking to tack on 2 more.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 1. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
Cardinals 32.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He's got it near the 10. And he's going going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a lead just before the end of the third. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
39. Chargers 35.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Third and a lone yard coming up. Running here with Hampton. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Johnson finds the football complete. And he'll get only the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
First and 10 at the
For the gun, here's Hampton. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Sam Williams
Offense up to the line fast.
tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ram. Let's go. Hey, set.
To throw, Herbert. Catches made. That's Trey Harris. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
It's a gain of
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Crowd. Don't stop. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Savon Rebel on the coverage.
Shotgun gear to Hampton. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Caden. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
12.
He's back to throw. Buying some time right. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Set.
Back to throw it. Risky throw. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Cardinals holding a 4-point lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on a quick hitter. He has the Cardinal first down. This one's over. They can run out this win. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a short gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one intended for Trey McBride. And that takes them to 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Here he is to throw. And he got there in time. He is taken down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll look to throw it. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th.
I'm not going to lie. When he dropped back to pass, I was surprised they were willing to put it in the air. But how about this defense? They weren't surprised, and now they give their offense a chance to go win it.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, ram. Set. Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals make the play that should win them this game.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he drives forward for a little, 80 to the 7. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
I just want my other league game. Nigga was showboating the whole game. Hit stick fumble. The Seahawks user for the year cousin. Said it from Buffalo too. You ain't claiming that one? You disgraced the family? That blood. That blood right there. Absolutely not. I gotta play my league game too. Plus, I'm supposed to be playing my shit right now.